Hello and welcome back to another RemiPBX tutorial video. Today I'll be showing you how to install the RemiPBX desktop app. First, we're going to get started by installing the app. And this app installer here will be provided to you upon request. But we can just click Next, click Install, and it will start the installing process. We're going to allow it to install anything else that it may need to install in order to get the app functional. Once it is finished downloading, you can click the check mark to start running it and open the app once we click finish here. And you can also create a desktop shortcut if you'd like. And once the app opens, we're going to get hit with a username and password. The username will end up being the extension number of the phone that you would like the app to be set up to, as well as the password is a pre-generated randomized password via the server. That information can be provided to you upon request. And then we can sign in once that information has been set up. The terms and conditions, feel free to read them, but we can click agree. Would you like to set RemiPBX as the default calling app? The benefit to this is if you are on your desktop and you click on a phone number to make a call, it will automatically call out from the RemiPBX app. I already have it set up, so we don't have to go through that process. After we entered in the username and password, we also need one more piece of information, which is the domain. Your domain will most likely be your company name in all lowercase .remipbx.com. And again, all of this information, username, password, and domain can be provided to you upon request. And then we will save that information. We can exit out of the settings page here. And now we have the app here open in the background. If all the previous steps were done correctly, then your app should be functional. And the way we can tell is with this green icon, this green circle down here in the bottom left. If it were red, then one of the previous steps were messed up. Here on this phone screen, we can dial any number to make an outbound call, as well as an internal extension number to make an internal call. You can also click on the voicemail button to access your voicemail. But any calls made out from this phone screen here will be made out from your business phone number. Moving forward with the setup, if we go over to the contacts page, here we're going to set up the internal extensions as well as the parking slots that will be used for transferring calls or making internal calls. So if we click the plus button, we're first going to set up the parking slots. So for here, we are going to put in Park 1. And this setup here is consistent for about 99% of our clients. The phone number for Park 1 is Park spelled out with the plus and the star 5901. And then we will enable this BLF key. And then we can save it. And now we have an icon here for Park 1. Let's add Park 2. And again, this process is the same for a majority of our clients. The only way it may differ is if you're a bigger client that has multiple parking spots other than Park 1 and Park 2, or if you have multiple locations that use different parking spots. And again, all of this information can be provided to you upon request, and we enable that BLF option. Now, to set up an internal extension to make internal calls, we will start off with the same process. The display name would be the name of whoever it is that you're going to be setting up the button for. the phone number will end up being their extension number. So in this case, Zoe's extension is 201, and we will enable this BLF option so that way we can monitor if this person is on a call. And the reason why we did it for the parking spots was to monitor if someone is on one of the parking spots. With that being said, the app is pretty much set up. If you have multiple internal extensions that you would like to set up, we can provide you with an extension list of everyone in your company. But there is one more final step that I would like to show you, and that is turning off the desktop app. Let's say it's outside of business hours and you don't need to be answering calls anymore. You can just click this little moon icon, and this will turn off incoming calls to the mobile app. It does say that it puts it on do not disturb, but that is not extension wide. That icon and this do not disturb is only for the desktop app. So with my desktop app on do not disturb, I will still receive incoming calls to my desk phone. And just one more final tip before we go. If you make the screen a little bit bigger, you will have a few more options. You will have the visuals will change a little bit. And with that being said, the app is all set up. Thank you again for choosing RemiPBX. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to us. You guys have a good one.